serikali kitoka bado tutamfuata. We gotta follow him. This is control development, not even about control development. Nairobi bylaws and zoning laws, you're supposed to follow the laws. Hizo zoning laws zilichangiwa siku gani? Zilibadilishwa siku gani? Public participation ilifanywa wapi? Kuna mtu aliulizwa? No. Alafu tutafanya lawsuit, hiyo nyumba itakuwa demolished. Amen. Sheria ndio itafanya kazi.
Chini ya makaratasi na X ndani nataka
round 1 tulikuja, aliingia katika ndani na hajatoka kwa gate, hajatokea main gate. Hakuna na gari. Anakuja hivi. Unaona?
My name is Anton Maina. I'm a resident of Delta Drive Court within Harambee Sacco Estate. Within Harambee Sacco Estate, we have an issue here with one of the developers who have developed a house on 3 levels instead of the usual 2 levels allowed in this area. We have gone to court. There's a time court issued an order to stop. Then we have called NCA. They have come to site several times. The recent ones being on 31st October 2025, and then on Friday 7th, 11th on November. So despite NCA closing the site, the developer is still continuing to develop. Police have been coming to site, but they have never implemented the order of the court. I have some notices here from enforcement notice from Nairobi County government, which they had given them 14 days from to ensure that they stop further illegal development forthwith and remove the said development. So NCC had given notice to demolish because they are saying this building contravenes Section 57 of PLUPA, number 13 of 2019 of the building bylaws. So that's why now we have taken this step to come here and demonstrate so that we can show people that we are not supposed to contravene building bylaws and zoning regulations in a particular area. Yes. Yes, we contravene the rules, bylaws. Hata you mesema Section 57 of PLUPA by in a controlled estate. NCA also have been on site also. And also, usually what happens in a development, you're supposed to have a notice, a signboard of the particular development, whereby they indicate who is the developer, who is the contractor, and this is not there, and also the NEMA approvals. So they don't have any approvals. Mwanzoni alikuwa amestopishwa na koti na akasimama kwa muda mrefu, lakini sasa juzi amekuja na nguvu nyingine, sijui pale ametoa, anajenga mpaka usiku. Na sasa ile tunaona ni kwamba hapa akijenga nyumba ambayo ni ya kodisha, this area is supposed to build one dwelling unit for a single family. Ikienda sana inapita 2 families. But here vile ameweka 3 levels, ni kumaanisha kila level itakuwa na watu. That puts a strain on the resources available from water, sewerage system, even parking. Hiyo nyumba haina parking. Na kawaida every house is supposed to have, hata ukiangalia hizi ziko hapa, at least there's room for one parking within the compound, na zingine maybe hapo nje. Yake hata hapo nje hakuna pahali ya kupark. Amejenga beacon to beacon. Iko juu sana kwa sababu tumeenda kotini na bado mtu anaendelea kujenga. Kama NCA wameweka ilani pale ambapo asiendelee kujenga na bado anaendelea kujenga, anapaka rangi na anaendelea kujenga. Inaonyesha a high level of impunity, and that's what we want to ensure that we don't have that kind of impunity, especially on buildings. Juzi tumeona nyumba huku Kayole, mawe iliangukia shule, mtoto akakufa. Hizo ni kwa sababu ya vitu kama hizo. Mtu anajenga without approval, without kufuata the set down regulations and building bylaws. Yesterday I tried to contact Mosiria, but it was through WhatsApp, and he promised that he will activate the team to come on site. So I don't know whether they will be able to come tomorrow, because today I tried to reach him, but it was not reachable. So we'll still follow up tomorrow as we follow with the NCA to see whether they can be able now to enforce the demolition orders. Because what we think what his plan is to ensure that he completes the development and gets tenants on board, so that when now we go to court, if the court issues an injunction, the status quo will remain, whereby he'll have tenants on board. So that's what his aim is. That's why he is constructing in a haste. Yes. We even have a lawyer. It's only that today he is not around, and the lawyer has been following up this case in court. And but this gentleman doesn't want to. It's like he doesn't want to follow that legal way. He just wants to do things the way he wants, Kenyaji way.
Where do you think? Today is our weekend. And we can keep on.
Yeah, what it does,
even at night.
Sometimes they construct even at night, so that they ensure that they finish the house as soon as possible. My plea to the authorities is that ensure that you enforce the various rules that are in place. We adhere to zoning regulations, because if you allow developers to construct the way they want without even approvals, because there's no approval for this building. We have not seen the building approvals. Any construction site, you are supposed to have even public participation nowadays, especially in a controlled estate, which never happened. We are supposed to have a NEMA approval there, which is not there. So what we request the authorities is to ensure that we enforce the various rules and zoning regulations.
Mi naitwa Edna Riechi, na mimi na wenzangu wenye tuko hapa ni wakazi wa Harambee Sacco Estate, Delta Drive Court to be specific. So kwa ufupi, huyu mjenzi alianza kujenga hili jengo mwaka 2021 na akakatazwa, residents wakamkataza because he is building he started like one floor, then he has been building progressively. Anakuja anaweka slab, anaenda second floor, third floor. So around that time, residents protested. We wrote petitions to NEMA, to Nairobi City Council, City County, to Metropolitan Services by then, to National Construction Authority, and to other relevant authorities. So once he defied, we went to court. And, there was a court order that was given in 2022 to stop the building until the case is heard. He equally took us to court, and after some time we withdrew the case. So last year, sometimes last year, the lawyer didn't go to court. So a ruling was done that he continues to do the house, but he complies and gets relevant approvals. And I want to clarify that Harambee Sacco Estate is a controlled estate, whereby you do one mansionette, and it's for a family unit. and he doesn't have to go to 3 floors. So at the beginning of this year, we petitioned. The ruling was set aside. So there is already a court order in existence. And 3 weeks ago, the person just started building. He brings in about 100 plus fundis in a day. They are working day and night. And he's been building in a very substandard way. So defying the court order, the police have not been able to enforce that order, though they've come and stopped him. The National Construction Authority have been here. They've written letters. They've been marking that site. We're going to give you documentation. They mark the site, that the site is closed. They come and remove the mabatis and throw them away. Or when they mark the wall, they come and plaster. Like today, wamepiga rangi. The Nairobi County Council have written to them. We have all the documentation and the letters, but nothing is happening. And what we are saying as residents of Delta Drive, Harambee Sacco Estate, this is impunity of the highest standards that we've seen. We cannot have a person who is like, I don't know, he can't obey the court orders. He cannot obey the National Construction Authority. None of the government, even today, the residents have been fighting this guy since morning. You close the doors. He knocks the doors. They pass through the fences. We are wondering what is fighting with the ladies. We have videos. He's been fighting with the ladies and mothers the whole day, bringing a lot of fundis who are harassing people. What we are saying is that this thing needs to be addressed, and this sort of corruption, we are saying that this is corruption. Without that corruption, that building cannot go that level. Look at the rest of the houses, how they are. He wants to, and he is not yet done. What he does is that he removes that mabati. In fact, you can be able to go and assess. That mabati has steel holes. Anatoa hiyo mabati, anaongeza slab. Tomorrow when you come, you'll find he has gone 4th floor. You know? So that's what I can say. I'll give that chance to my colleague. On Friday, he was arrested on Friday around 10 a.m. The foreman was arrested, taken to Buruburu police station, booked. The owner went there. The owner is called Elisha Maloba. I have to say who is. And he works for you, is it? Old Mucho. We have to say where he works because we need to expose him. We are exposing him and whoever he's working with, all his cronies, by all means. They were booked and then they are being taken to court tomorrow. We need to know the court that they are being taken tomorrow and what will be the ruling. NCA is taking them to court. 1 week ago, they were given a notice by the Nairobi County Council. Last Monday, they were supposed to be taken to court. We have it here. They were given 5 days to provide those approvals. They were supposed to be taken to court. So every day, the authorities come here. The fundis run around, wanajificha pale. So it has been cat and mouse. And we have said as residents, we need to assist those authorities to make sure that this person is apprehended and that building brought down. That's our position.
Kwa majina naitwa Monica Machare. Tumepitia shida kama wakazi wa hapa Harambee Sacco Delta Drive. Tumepitia shida sana manake huyu mtu anakuja na nguvu, tunafunga saa zingine gate lakini anakuja na force ingine, anakuja na guns. Tunawaita guns. Wanakuja karibu 60 na mafundi wake ni karibu 40. Sa guns wanasema watapiga watu. Sasa askari wetu mchana ni mmoja. Security wetu wa mchana ni mmoja. Sasa wanamweza nguvu wanakuja. Imeenda miezi 2 sasa. Ndio maana unaona nyumba imeenda haraka hivyo. Juu wanatukanana matusi zingine mbele za watoto. Tuko na watoto hapa. Hatujaiona nini mjengo kama hii hapa. Sisi hata tukiulizwa tunatakaje tungesema iende chini. Wanafunga, hawasikizi chochote. Tumeenda mpaka kwa OCS Buruburu. Walisema mpaka tuende kwa Ruto. Hakuna kitu tutafanya. Mwenyewe ndiye alitutukana hivyo. Alisema hata tukienda kwa Ruto hakuna kitu tutafanya. Sasa tunashangaa sheria gani tutakimbililia kama tunaenda Buruburu bado wanarudi wanajenga. Tumeenda kwote mpaka kwa City Council wanarudi wanajenga. Tutakimbililia nani?